Right after this, if necessary, okay, you will have Team Slayer on Warlord. So,
right.
you know, just an FYI, like, Warlord has been CLG territory until that Assault game, right? I mean, you know, the Assault Warlord game, we saw a different side of Denial, which was refreshing considering
which is interesting now because we know that both teams can play Warlord at an incredibly stunning pace, right? Both teams know exactly what they need to do. So if we do need to go to Game 5, that will be quite a good one.
Yeah, oh no, that would be insane, actually. You know, I was just talking to you during the break of the first best of 5, and I was like, how crazy would that be if we end up going to a best of 5, or a Game 5 here? Of course, you know, with events like this, it couldn't happen any other way. Guys, we thank you once again for joining us here at UGC 20K. We're in St. Louis, Missouri Grand Finals. If you're just joining us, well, you missed some awesome Halo action. You had a reset of the bracket, CLG winning the first best of 5 3-1 to force that second one. All Denial had to do was just win one, but they couldn't quite do it. Now they're in a position to make that happen. They're up 2-1 in the series, and we have Team Slayer on, or excuse me, 3 Flag CTF on Shrine now. So here's the deal, guys. Make sure you're letting people know at home what's going on. Tweet the stream, twitch.tv/UGC. Use the hashtag UGC20K. Also, I mean, guys, just let us know who you think's going to take this. Sound off in the chat. Is it going to be the Wolfpack, or will it be Counter Logic Gaming?
Say, let us know who you think is going to take home this MVP pistol right here, this special edition 3D printed Halo CE pistol. So it's going to go to the MVP. Let us know who you think on Twitter should grab that. We'll announce that towards the end of the program once the series closes out. But like we said, Denial, with a chance to close this series out on 3 Flag CTF Shrine now, they know how CLG plays this game type, but that doesn't necessarily give them a leg up. I mean, CLG able to play. Every time we saw CLG pushing in, it looked a lot like the EG that we saw earlier on 3 Flag CTF Shrine. 3 players pushing in one concentrated area at a time, and it makes it very difficult for Denial to defend against that, let alone respawn and try to fight at a disadvantage.
Yeah, but also look for Ryan Noob to be sneaky, right? He's done that a lot. He actually sneaked over to the enemy base like 3 times, right? And that was something that if Denial can capitalize on that, it will, I mean, without a doubt, that will propel them over the edge. But what's been funny, though, is Ryan Noob saying, you know, CLG plays this real sneaky style, but yet you're seeing this reverse mentality on Counter Logic Gaming side, right? In that particular game type, they were just guns blazing in front of their face, just bringing it to them. But then Counter Logic, Denial was playing the more sneaky role.
Right.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some interesting games here, especially in this second game. We've seen a lot of back and forth in the Team Slayer on Shrine. Oddball on lockdown right there, going to Denial as they were able to rack up enough time. I think CLG put up a great fight, but Denial just doing a really nice job to control throughout the entire match.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for the matchup to start up here, guys. Remember, sound off in the chat. Who do you think's going to take it, Denial or Counter Logic Gaming? Also, let us know on Twitter, at GoldenBoyFTW, at Brav, who you think deserves MVP right now. Let us know. Use the hashtag UGC20K. Get social about it on Twitter. You can talk about it on Facebook. Call your mom. Tell her to watch some awesome Halo. No reason why you shouldn't. I think you know, Mama Mick wins down here. So it's a proven fact that, you know, moms love Halo and they watch Halo. So I think you know, that's a fact. I can actually comfortably say that. You know, and I was just told that UGC 20K is doing really well on Twitter as well. You know, so you know, the hashtag's been used quite a bit, and we want to see that continue to roll on here, folks.
Thank you very much. Just got word that is trending. So thank you so much for joining us here on this late night stream. We're here in the second best of 5 grand finals. If you're just joining us, CLG going up against Denial, 2 of the top 8 teams, and actually CLG coming here with the #1 seed in the Halo Championship Series. So now we're on Game 4, 3 Flag CTF on Shrine. Should Denial win, they'll win the entire tournament. But if CLG bounces back, we'll be forced to a Game 5 TS Warlord.
You know, you mentioned the time. It's a late day here, and I got a tweet from someone over in the UK watching, man. Shout-outs to our friends over in Europe. You're going to get some love sent your way pretty soon.
I believe it's nearing morning. It's no longer late night, actually. I think we're getting close.
Well, it's late if you've been up the whole time.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'm saying, and it's so late that we're now hitting morning.
Yeah, it's so late, it's early. So, thank thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, let us know where you're watching from at Gamescom. That was something that was pretty cool. A lot of people just, were telling us where they were watching the Gamescom showdown, and it was really cool to see just all the responses and where people are enjoying Halo around the world. Guys, it is time for game number 4. It's going to be 3 flag CTF on Shrine. Let's kick things off with the GOAT, Ogre 2.
All right, now, kicking it off with Ogre 2 on the CLG side as he's pushing out here. Going to try to grab control of Ring. Of course, it's a lot different from the Team Slayer game type we saw earlier in Capture the Flag. It's all about being aggressive, getting control of the center of the map, and then going ahead and pushing into the enemy base on one side. He's be making the right decisions, and looks like Ogre 2 firing 2 rockets there, one on his wall, one on his enemy's wall, but eventually Ogre 2 is taken out.
Yeah, and that rocket, not being all that effective off the break won't really affect him too much, but still, it's something you got to keep in mind. Now, Mikwin has that, and let's go over to Mikwin here, because he has the combo. He has the snipe and rockets.
He just traded the rockets. He gave that, it looks like, to Chig. So, Mikwin had a sniper rifle. He's taken out. Chig with rockets. Ryan Noob with sniper rifle as well. Yeah, Denial has all the tools right now to maintain control of Ring. And Mikwin was already on the, looks like Chig was already on the other side of the base.
I switched to Chig because he had the rockets there. We'll just go over to Ryan Noob now, because he has the sniper rifle, and he could potentially, open some lanes for his team here. They're going to be looking over by his side, and he tried to go for that quick snipe, but he's going to have to back away. And I think that's their snipe.
Yeah, and I do believe so as well. Now, Ryan Noob eventually gets taken out, and we'll see if Cloud can watch that. Now let's go over to Cloud. Cloud has the sniper rifle again.
What is going on here?
Dominant power weapon control from Denial early on.
Yeah, was that? No, actually, so Heinz has their sniper, luckily for CLG, but Cloud has the sniper for Denial. So, you are going to have that snipe battle on each side. It would have been nuts, though, if they got control of both, right? Because at that point, those lanes are just going to open up. That's going to be opportunity after opportunity. Beautiful snapshot, though. Cloud couldn't stay alive as pressure came from Ring 2.
Yeah, I got to say, it's a big kill there from Ogre 2. Whenever the enemy is getting control of your base, if you can sneak into Ring and catch them off guard, especially a sniper like that, that's going to really halt their progress.
Yeah, and, any kind of attempt and thought process in like, oh, guys, I have sniper. I'm going to get ready to cover you. Nope, not going to happen.
Right.
And that's one of the most frustrating things.
Royal 2 able to sneak away from Cloud, but Cloud also finds Heinz there, so picking up 2 kills. Now Cloud sniffing out Royal 2, trying to find him. He did have a sniper rifle, and he finds him, and he takes out Royal 2 as well.
Great shots there from Cloud. He had some help, though, but you got to highlight Cloud's amazing battle rifle. I mean, this dude was an absolute terror in free-for-all, and it's just one of the things that made him such a great player. Now he's going to be able to follow up that headshot on Heinz.
And that flag is going to return, though, so Cloud not able to make that into a run. Heinz actually played quite wisely to stay alive in his base as long as he did, delaying that run. And now Cloud's taken out. Let's go ahead and jump on board. We'll see if there's any power weapons in play. Looks like after a quick scan, the answer is no. Let's go to Chig here on the Denial side.
Your wish is my command. We're looking at Chig here. So he's going to have to run away. Now, could the caster curse be in effect? That's the question here, and it is.
Yes, indeed. Anytime that a caster calls a player, they will die almost immediately, and we've seen that that's quite
consistent. Almost as bad as the Madden curse, okay?
It's pretty bad. All right, now let's see. Back here, Ogre 2 has a sniper rifle in hand for the CLG side. Let's go to Ogre 2.
Yeah, jumping over to Ogre 2's perspective here is he's going to find Cloud over by the wall. It's going to be a plasma kill for him, and that snipe 2 bullets in there. He's going to probably whiff both. Yes, he does, because he gets D-scope, and he will have to drop back, go for Ring 3 control. Not a bad play here, as he is continuously getting in the face of Denial, but unfortunately he has to drop out because shots are coming from behind.
Yes, Sanctuary CTF, I was talking with Elamite earlier, the coach of Optic Gaming, and of course a professional Halo legend. A flag cap on Sanctuary CTF is so huge, and that's why we haven't seen anything on the board just yet. No easy feat, especially when you're looking at the 2 best teams in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Denial has, I would say this much. At this point in the first best of 5 that we saw with this 3-flag Shrine matchup, I believe 2 flags were already put in there on each side, right? So it was a much different situation. But now you're going to have 3 down here. This is going to be dangerous territory, as who's going to be left alive? That's going to be Snakebite. Let's actually jump over to him and see if he can fend off this assault here, as the flag has been taken, and he's throwing some shots. That waterfall just hampering his vision. Then the flag going through Ring 2.
And it looks like he was putting shots on 2 players right there almost simultaneously with his burst. Now tries to push in. Cloud somehow able to stay alive there. Amazing stuff from Cloud.
I thought Snakebite would be there for the stop. He's one of the more clutch players, at this event. And Snakebite just going to have to wait this one out. Shake's on ring 3.
Let's say they haven't brought it in just yet. Ryan Noob is about to bring it in, but Ryan Noob, and he gets there. Ryan Noob gets the flag cap at the last second. He puts Denial up 1-0.
Oh my goodness here, Bravo. This is not a good place here because, like you mentioned when you talked to Elamite, a flag cap here is so big, and now they go up 1-0.
Yeah, if you look at the game, we only spent 15 minutes in regulation. It took almost a full 5 minutes for that first flag cap. That gives you an indication of just how difficult that is on this map.
Yeah, it's not easy, man, and this is why, in that last 3 flag Shrine matchup, it was crazy to see so many exchanges. But look at Snakebite.
Yeah, I'm excited to. I was going to say, I'm excited to watch Snakebite here, chucking some grenades into ring 2 to watch that P Street bridge. But now with sniper rifle in hand, finds a player across the net. Oh my gosh! He doesn't even bother zooming in. Hits the no scope on Chig.
Why should he, man? If you got it, flaunt it, man. And he's going to go in for that quick scope right in front, and he will get the melee. Yeah. That's going to be an opening here, and just every time it's like if he has eyes on you, more than likely it's going to land, right? Whether it's a headshot or a body shot, that's just what Snakebite brings to the table.
He is single-handedly ripping this base apart as he cleans up a few kills. Unfortunately, stumbled on that flag grab. Also, the flag hits the ceiling. That geometry juts out just a little bit, so you can't toss it up too high, so he'll get taken out as well. But if Snakebite keeps that up, he does have enough time on the clock. He's going to set his team up for some flag runs.
Oh, I mean, Snakebite's got the hot hand here, and that's what you want to see. Look at that nade placement as well, forcing that player to have to drop back with the assist. Let's look at Mickwin, though, on the other side as Snakebite just got dropped. So Mickwin has the sniper for his team, and of course could look to make some moves over on the snipe hut. But he may have gotten a call out on their snipe hut. Yes, he did, but I think his teammate may have a beat on that.
Yeah, right now he's jumping up, finding a player in the rock. Going to try to stay alive right there, challenging quite a bit, but wisely backs down before he's taken out. What we're going to see a lot here, Golden Boy, is Denial just controlling the map and the pace of the game. They don't necessarily need to rush these flag caps. Instead, Mickwin just wants to make sure they're slaying and controlling the enemy's base.
Mickwin's just going to wait this one out, and Mickwin's been playing phenomenal throughout this entire tournament. I can't say it enough, man. He drops 40 bombs. He's been all over the place. A real versatile player. And this could be the second flag cap here, but he can't get that shot.
Look at all the angles he's watching. His head is on a swivel. He looks back to the left, now challenging the right side, and it looks like they might be able to bring this in. Let's take a look. Chig is now bringing this up the turn ramp. Chig has a sniper rifle in hand. They might shoot the waterfall. Chig is about to bring this in, and he gets flag cap number 2. Denial goes up 2-0. 1 flag cap away from winning the tournament.
Chig is the difference maker for Denial here, folks. I mean, Iron Gaming was one thing. Let's jump over to Chig's POV. Iron Gaming was one thing for this squad, a much different roster, despite the fact missing 1 player. Now they pick up their boy back up, and this is what they bring to the table.
Yeah, and here comes CLG, though. They had a rocket pushing in. We'll see if Chig and Royal 2 were able to find each other. Hines takes him out. Let's go to Royal 2 now on the CLG side.
All right, Royal 2 here. Let's see what he's going to do. He has the rockets, and he's going to wait this one out and use that lift. And he finds a player, but that's going to be so bad.
Then that's Ryan Noob with the awareness, knowing that player was in his base, had the shotgun ready.
Let's go over to Ryan Noob. Why not? Let's see what's up with him as he's going to be pulling this flag out. He has those rockets as well. Could this be the run that nets Denial a championship? The first championship for Denial in Halo. Will it come today here at UGC? Ryan Noob taking this flag forward. Will this be it, folks? It's going to be so close. They could smell it. And Ryan Noob, he has this opportunity. He was here earlier saying this is the best they've ever played. And will this be the case? Yes, it will be. Denial will be the UGC champions.
Amazing stuff there from Denial. Ryan Noob almost running that flag back untouched.
Wow.
Despite the fact that his teammates were dying behind him, Ryan Noob with perfect timing brings that flag cap in. They jump up in excitement. That'll be the first tournament win in North America for Mickwin and the first ever Halo tournament win for Denial Esports.
Congratulations to everyone there. Of course, Counterlogic Gaming should not hang their heads low. They brought the thunder to Denial. Just Denial, man. They managed to keep it going, keep their heads up despite falling 3-1 in that first best of 5.
Yeah, Ryan Noob, it looks like I think he went 14-9 there. So it was a fairly quick Sanctuary CTF.
Let's take a look at the stats.
We usually see much higher numbers in a game like Sanctuary CTF across the stat categories because the games are generally much longer right there. But amazing stuff from Denial. They played that game type so well. It was very different than that game one.
Oh, man, what a great matchup. This match has been going on so long, just FYI, that our TV back here went into sleep mode, by the way. So that's how long we've been casting Halo up here, at the caster booth. Now, we have our top 8 for UGC, folks. Let's go ahead and bring that up here. Again, to round off 8th, you have Noble Reality Check with a strong showing. Elevate, right? This is a new pickup as well with Spartan the Dog and those boys. Straight ripping, finishing 6th. You have Cloud9 in 5th. Optic Gaming with another strong performance here in 4th. And then you have Evil Geniuses 3rd. Counterlogic Gaming, the runner-ups in this tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, your champions, Denial Esports, taking home 4,000 HCS points and $11,000.
Yeah, I think on top of that first place prize as well as the HCS points, I mean, they have got to be feeling good. That's going to put them in a great seed in the Halo Championship Series. Of course, with the Diamond event here, lots on the line. And I was talking to Miquin just before the series, and he said, of all the tournaments to win, this is the one that obviously is the one he wants to win. Not only is it his first win here in North America, but obviously with it being one of the Diamond events here in the Halo Championship Series, that's a big deal for Denial.
And also I want to point this out as well. I know we had our friends over at UMG doing something else on the other side. Denial had a top 3 finish over there too, so a great weekend for Denial Esports, folks. They have a top 3 finish at UMG. They have a team in Dota that just absolutely crushes in the online tournaments, and they also have a Halo squad with a championship under their belt. I talked with their CEO a long time ago, and I wanna tell this story because it's funny now. It all comes full circle. So the owner of it, Robbie, hits me up and he says, "Hey, if you had to pick up some players, who would you go after?" And he really wanted to go after at the beginning because Believe the Hype won the launch invitational. So it was like, I wonder if I can pick up these guys, right? But then I told him, I said, "No, man, I'm a big fan of Miquin." And I swear Robbie can attest to this story, man. I told him, I said, I'm a big fan of Miquin. I think Miquin's a great player, and he'll bring you success, right? I didn't know if it was going to be championships, but I told him he will bring you success. And Robbie DM'd me the other day and said, "Thank you so much for that recommendation." Now Denial has a championship. I have to say, man, I'm just so happy for those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they look great at this tournament. Of course, I see them all already huddling with one another, still celebrating after that win. I mean, a lot of those players have not seen a first place finish in a little bit of time. So big stuff there from Denial. We're going to have to go ahead and select our MVP winner after this.
It's going to be hard.
It will be hard. We'll go ahead and take a look at all the community feedback and select that winner. But let's take a look at the HCS season roadmap. We just finished here, of course, with the finals at UGC St. Louis. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a lot more Halo on the way. We're playing HCS Cup number 3 in just about a week from today. Online tournaments will run through all of January and February, and on the 22nd, at the end of the month, Gamers for Giving and the EGL EU wildcard will be happening on the same weekend. And then all of that will be leading up to the Season 1 final in Boston.
That's right, folks. PAX East, guys. It's going to be awesome. If you have your pass, I know they're all sold out, so if you have your pass, hopefully you could join us there for some incredible Halo action. And also, let's talk about that EGL wildcard real quick, because, the top 8 are going to go to the finals at PAX East, but it is going to be the 8th seed facing off against the wild card, and we could see an EU team steal that slot.
Yeah, we certainly could. And also, just as a reminder, we saw some after the announcement, the Season 1 final, of course, with a $50,000 prize pool. That's only the prize pool for 3 months of play, right? We're going to have multiple finals throughout the year, leading up to a yearly final where you can expect, of course, even bigger stakes to be on the line.
Yeah, guys, it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for joining us here. I have really no more words at this point. It has been 3 long days of Halo competition. We want to thank everyone who stuck with us through the highs and the lows. Really means a lot to all of us here. Everyone's worked so hard to put this event forward. Thank you to everyone who was in the crowd today cheering for their favorite team to come out on top. We had huge crowds, which was so awesome to see people just, converging on the main stage, watching some quality Halo.
Yeah, and I'm excited, of course, to head back not too far from this area in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
That's right.
The Midwest Halo crowd always shows up in big numbers and then full force So excited to see the Gamers Forgiving event not too long from now, less than 2 months away, of course, that tournament. So we have a lot more to come. Like Golden Boy said, we'd like to thank you for sticking with us. Sincere apologies for the delays throughout the weekend as we look to improve that throughout the season.
That's right, guys. So I don't know what the protocol is right now. We haven't really been told anything. So I mean, of course, we can keep talking about this incredible denial run, CLG's incredible performance as well. But of course, we want to hear your feedback on Twitter. Who do you think is going to be the MVP of this event? You know, you can tweet at myself, GoldenBoyFTW, and at Brav on Twitter. But ultimately, we're going to decide who is the MVP. So what we're going to do is we're going to check all that stuff out on the social media feeds. You know, we see you guys getting social about it. My phone's blowing up. We will see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere. We're going to pick the MVP in just a few right after this. Guys, we are back, and you know, we debated this a lot, right? It was me, Brav, Tashi, you know, a couple guys. We talked about this extensively. We looked at Twitter. We saw what you guys were saying, and as you can tell by this cheesing guy next to me, the MVP of UGC St. Louis is Ryanoob. Here you go, buddy.
Dude, thank you so much.
Congratulations. You know, it was a joy to have you up here casting earlier, and you were talking a lot about CLG's strategy and how they approached, you know, the game. That first best of 5, I want to talk to you about that real quick. You know, how did that, you know, what happened there, I guess, is the bigger question.
Well, they came out hot. They came out really hot from their EG series. We didn't play as good as we should have been. They got 2 Warlocks, which I talked about.
You did talk about that
in the first series. But we ended up taking Warlock Bomb, which is huge. That is a huge momentum for our second series.
Do you feel, and of course, I mean, you know, you guys obviously came out on top here, but do you feel the CLG is just that darn good at, you know, at Warlock?
Oh, they're that good at Warlock.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing else to say. They're really strong at that map. That is their best map.
Yeah, well, I mean, Mikwin, congratulations to you guys. You take home 4,000 HCS points. Or, sorry, Ryanoob. My God, long hair throws me off, and it's 12 o'clock at night here, so sorry, guys. Ryan, you take home this awesome MVP trophy. You also take 4,000 HCS points, $11,000. I guess, you know, how does it feel?
There's nothing else to say. It's just great. Like, I've always wanted MVP, never gotten it.
Okay.
Now I get it.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations to you, man. And guys, thank you so much for joining us here. It's been an absolute blast. Once again, congratulations to Ryanoob and the rest of the boys over at Denial. Also, a big thank you to everyone who tuned in this weekend. We appreciate you so much. And we will see you guys at Gamers Forgiving and EGL in February. Have a good night, guys.